MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's the opener of this three-game series between the Engineers and the Falcons. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Sam Moses, the right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty D, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last three starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down. Limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Into the box now, Homer Webster. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch coming, here it is. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Mark DeRosa, what do they have to do to get the season off to a good start on the road?
Well, Matty, the defense better be on its toes today because this lineup likes to put the ball in play. A lot of guys from 1 through 9, good barrel awareness, put the ball in play, pass the baton to the next guy, keep the defense on their toes.
First delivery to him on the way. Scott Sterling comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. 67 degrees our game time temperature. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner. Stepping into the box, Chase McCrary, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average, without a doubt the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
1 ball, no strikes to count.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out. Standing in, Freddie Ordonez. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. Pitch inside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
I think coming into this series, they knew he was one of the guys that were going to have to keep quiet. But he's setting the tone right here in the first with the steal of second. He could end up being a big factor.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Here's the 2-1. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Buster Robinson gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Fellas, our visiting team, as they take the field after a scoreless top half, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
Hit on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. And there's one gone to start the night. For the moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
This is not even a stat you probably would have even looked at 10 years ago. The fact that this team's last in walks in today's game bodes a lot of trouble. They will swing at the rosin bag. Do not expect this pitcher to come over the heart of the plate in any meaningful position, because he knows he's going to get a lot of swing and miss.
Bruce Sanders started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel the bat all over the ball, and he smokes it right off the wall in left center. A little more hang time, and that one probably gets out of here.
Stepping into the box, Steve Rice. Well, as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ball one. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Sanders leads off second with one gone in the inning. Hit high and deep to right center. Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with two away. Coming to the plate now, Jeffrey Bellamy. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Wow, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
Digging in the switch hitter, Rodney Myers. And he's been tearing the cover off the ball these past few days, as you see there. And he'll 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and a runner left. All set for the start of the inning, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Dexter Ray. Liner towards second, and that is through into right field for a single.
The first baseman, Andre Harris.
Into the box now, Andre Harris. As he'll take a look at ball one. 261 the average coming into action here. 8 home runs, 39 driven in. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Little tapper. We'll see if they try for 2. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the shoe route.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
At the plate, Jalen Jones, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 9 homers and 36 RBIs. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
At the plate now, Harold Harmon. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. Gone! A two-run blast to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him. As they take the lead, it's 2-1.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
At the plate, DeAndre Davis. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Line drive to center field. Flash is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two. Leading off the inning, John O'Neill, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch coming, here it is. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Rain is right there, and it's a very quick out number one.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has. An absolute howitzer.
To the plate now, Theo Rice. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Watch out, this guy's on fire, mixing in another base hit. Average starting to creep above 250. Well on his way to moving that batting average in the right direction.
Into the box, Joel Sloan, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's got the average of 285 here to start play. A dozen home runs and 47 RBIs. Swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball, 1-1. Runners on first with one down. Pitch out, nothing doing. Now the 2-1 pitch. Runner going. Softly hit to the left side. Throwing time at first for out number two. Stepping in, Bo Sanders. He's been feeling pretty good about things recently as you see the numbers over his past 10 contests. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike one.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that.
1-1 the count now. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. High and deep down the left field line. And no one will get this one. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the second baseman, Homer Webster. Left side, but well fouled. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Here's a fastball now that's hit softly down the line to third. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
You know, they say there are no bad hops on the ball in the air, but you wouldn't know it after that play. I'm not sure what caused him to completely miss that pop-up. It doesn't really matter. His pitcher's going to have to pick him up now.
Fouled off. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Nope. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Pitch popped up. Sanders He's under it as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now back, the right fielder, Chase McCreary.
Into the box now, Chase McCreary. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Now back, third baseman, Freddie Ordonez.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Freddie Ordonez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Ready with the 1-1.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Count even at 2-2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Bart Flash, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch coming, here it is. Bouncer to the left side. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. And with one away, we check out where these guys sit in the current division standings, and it's not all that pretty as they face a sizable deficit at this point in the season. Now at the plate, Bruce Sanders. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here's the pitch. Grounded to third. Reined in. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
The batter, the left fielder, Steve Rice.
Now in the box, Steve Rice. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Either he missed the take sign or they're just not thinking as a team. The first 2 guys out on 1 pitch, so it could have been a 3-pitch inning if he would have made it out right there.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. All set for the start of the 4th, and standing in the outfielder, Dexter Ray. First delivery to him on the way. Laid off, but a cold strike as that caught the outside. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Pitch on the way. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Lifted in the air to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Andre Harris.
Into the box, Andre Harris. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. Swinging a ball line softly down the left field line. Foul. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
I know this pitcher's trying to keep his pitch count down, but that's ridiculous right there. Pitch right down the middle. He's lucky he's getting this ball back.
So now to the plate, Jalen Jones. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. And he's able to reach down and put this one away. Great concentration there for the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Harold Harmon.
So digging in now, Harold Harmon. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Harmon is, of course, a highly regarded catcher, and it's really fun to watch him control the game behind the plate, not only with his glove work, but with the arm as well. He's got a cannon, and it's in the head of opposing base runners every night. Certainly a valuable guy to have on your squad.
Yeah, he certainly could have a C on his chest. The captain of the infield, controlling the pitching staff, shutting down the running game, soft hands. I can't say enough about this player.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Jeffrey Bellamy, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0 home. Runs up and gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Now back, second baseman, Rodney Miles.
Into the box now, Rodney Miles, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Smoke toward the hole. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the ball.
That's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch, and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times, somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately, not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
John O'Neill will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. Step on the bag for 1. On to first. A double play.
Good pitch on the ground ball there, and an even better job up the middle to take it himself and turn 2. Pretty smooth.
Ready now, Theo Rice, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Homer Webster.
Homer.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. Looking at his career totals, Webster is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. A bouncer up the middle. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
So frustrating, D-Roll. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Rice will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, right fielder, Chase McCreary.
Digging in, Chase McCreary. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch coming, here it is. Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn two with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch hit hard on the ground to the right, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here, as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Now batting.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
In now, Dexter Gray. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. But this will land untouched. Swing and a liner. In there. Base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a rhythm.
Vero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Two men are on with 2 men out. Splitter. 2-2.
Yeah, that splitter is normally the go-to pitch to this guy, but it really hasn't shown that good downward action that he usually has. He needs to get back to finishing it out front.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Lower East Side is out in front here, 3-1. Leading off the inning, Joel Sloan, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Davis ranges deep into the corner to make the catch for the first down.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Bo Sanders. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
It's no wonder this guy's pitch count is so low. If they keep swinging on the first pitch, he's got a real chance to go deep into this one.
Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
0-2 pitch in the dirt. I think that was a purpose pitch. These guys are swinging at just about everything, so he's going to take a chance to see if they'll chase one even further out of the zone.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Bo Sanders becomes out number 2 this inning. Digging in once again, Bart Flash, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. To short. Right to him. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Jalen Jones. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Changed up on him, and he gets the inside corner for strike two. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike three called, and that's the first out of the inning.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored. Looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
0-1 the count. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
Now batting, the left fielder, DeAndre.
Coming to the plate now, DeAndre Davis. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. We're in the sixth inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And there's ball one. And this one's high and tight, backing him up 2-1. Pitch on the way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Line drive to left. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with two men out. So on a full count pitch, he's able to get on base and keep the inning going.
Most guys assume they're getting a 3-2 fastball in that count right there, guys. But he was able to keep his hands back, keep his nose in there, and battle for a knock.
Line towards center field. Flash is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go as the third baseman, Bruce Sanders. First offering on its way.
0-1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Skied into very shallow right. McCreary has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number one.
The left fielder, number 32.
Now at the plate, Steve Rice. First pitch on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. This is line to left. Davis is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for route number two.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Jeffrey Bellamy. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch coming, here it is. And they start him with one high and away for ball one.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
2 out, nobody on. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing. 2-0. And he finds the black here with a curveball. 2-1.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Riding in once again, Scott Sterling. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Now the pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The right fielder, number 6.
Stepping in, Chase McCrary, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
The pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
And even though he's had some success against this guy in the ball game, he still knows he's a very dangerous opponent. He won't want to fall behind him any further.
2-0 now. And the pitch. And this is poured in at the letters. 2-1 now.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2. Swung on and chopped down the line at third. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. Ready once again, Freddie Ordonez. He singled his last time up. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. A ball and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional.
Striding in, Rodney Mize. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Standing in, John O'Neill. The short hit hard. Scooped up. On to first, and there are 2 down.
The right fielder, number 6.
Stepping up now, Theo Rice. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First offering on its way. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1.
Tried to drag butt himself on there. Didn't work, and he probably won't try it for a second time, but the defense still has to respect it.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Joel Sloan is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. As a look, now pitch. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. A runner on first with 2 away. Grounded down the third baseline. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Now at the plate, Dexter Ray is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
The 0-2 home.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Andre Harris is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. In the air down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. In now, Jalen Jones. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Liner towards second. But this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Now to the plate, Bo Sanders. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The center fielder, number 8, Bart Flash.
Now batting, Bart Flash. First pitch coming, here it is. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike 1. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Grounded to short. He's got it. And that's the second out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Bruce.
Digging in to try it again, Bruce Sanders. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. First pitch on its way. A windup and the 0-1. Hit high and deep out to left. Left fielder looking up, still going back, and that one is gone. A solo shot here to left, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
There's an old saying in the game. They say solo homers won't kill you. This might be a good time for a mound visit right here. Try and erase those negative thoughts and get right back in the zone. You still have the lead.
It's skipper out of the dugout, making the slow trek to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So as he leads with the bases empty, he stands to be the winning pitcher here tonight if the bullpen can hold up the one-run lead. Andres Cuevas enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning. Stepping in now, Steve Rice. Now this ball's hit deep to left field. Looking up is the left fielder at the track, the wall, and it's out of here. Back-to-back two-out home runs. A solo shot here to left, as it's now a 3-all ball game.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
To plate now, Jeffrey Bellamy. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down.
That's a perfect job of execution right there, taking everything into account. I think he caught them off guard right there, laying that bunt down, and now he sets up as the possible go-ahead run.
At the plate, Rodney Myers. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. McCrary is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So 2 runs. Set to start the 9th in this one, and now it'll be the catcher.
Harold Harman.
First offering on its way. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard. I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Here comes the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Fastball high, and it's quickly 2-0.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to pump up on a fastball and sailed on.
3-0 to him now. And now a pitch on the way. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. And a full count now, 3-2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
But not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
Standing in now, Homer Webster. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, John O'Neill.
The catcher, John O'Neill.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Liner toward right center. And it's a base hit, so there you go. The potential winning run aboard to start off the home half of the 9th.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. Interesting here. This is where you play a little bit of manager. It's an AL game. Let's see if he employs a little National League style. Maybe ask the guy to bunt and move the runner up right here. I don't think so, though. American League, it's nasty. You're trying to drive something in a gap or over a wall.
At the plate now, Theo Rice. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Nelson is at least partially known for his big power slider. A lot of break on that pitch, but what makes it unique is how hard he's able to throw it. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike three.
A designated hitter.
Next will be the designated hitter, Joel Sloan. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch. Oh, on the ground is short. Could this be two? Oh, and he takes his eye off it here, and it goes right past him.
Usually these guys turn that 6-4-3 double play in their sleep, but it looks like he rushed the feed just a little bit. You have to be sure to get at least one out. Now we'll see if the guy on the mound can pick up the defense.
Digging in, Bo Sanders. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch, and this one is wide for ball one. Possible winning run just 90 feet away here, one away. And a sinker dips too low there, into the dirt in fact.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Roy. With the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Roy?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
This is lined into left field, and it's going to fall for a base hit. And they're going to walk off with a 4-3 victory.
Always great when a game really comes down to the ninth inning like it did here. They had a chance to walk it off and send their fans home happy, and that's exactly what they did. Lots of smiles around here right now.
We witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
He was one of the few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious...